Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my channel and whoever are coming on my channel. So please subscribe to my channel before I say something. Okay. So the topic for today is going to be the iterative control statement, and iterative control statements also have so many types. Like it is basically the loops which we have in Python. So multiple loops are there, like for loop and while loop. So in today's video I'm going to cover only for loop specifically, because this whole series which I'm preparing is for beginners, and in next video I'm going to cover the while loop. So without wasting your time, let's move forward. Okay, so this is my VS Code and I have already opened a code window. Okay, and this is really easy, guys. Okay, so just stay focused and you'll learn it in like next 2-3 minutes itself. So for loop, how basically works is for, and then you have to give the variable, and then you'll use the membership operator, which is in sequence. Now you'll obviously ask, what is this variable, what is this sequence? Okay, so this variable is which will help to perform the iteration on this sequence. This sequence can be anything. It can be, guys, a string, or let's say in Python we have list. So the sequence can be string or list, anything, and this variable works as a iterator for this whole sequence which we pass. Okay, so I know this sounds a bit complex, but let me give you one very easy example. Okay, so this example, if you understand, you can say that you have learned for loop. Okay, so for, let's say the variable is x, or you can make any variable, let's say with your own name, just write your own name. Okay, for Rajat in, now I have to give a sequence. So sequence can be, as I told you, right, it can be string or list. So let's say, let's give a string here. Let's say we give Saturday. Okay, so Saturday is a string. Now we have to use the indentation, because indentation is very important in Python. So for that we have to use colon. Now here, so as of now you have instructed the compiler in VS Code, or if you run on Jupyter Notebook, for this value in this particular sequence. Now you have to give a print statement. And how you'll give the print? The character is, and you can mention Rajat. So this Rajat will go into this string. It will pick one by one each of the alphabet basically. So it will be processing each of the alphabet and it will be printing on your print window. Now if I want to run this, I can simply right click, run Python in terminal. So guys, you see just this. Okay, the character is Saturday. So basically what it has done, the iterator or the variable Rajat, it has broken the sequence. So in this case, this string was a sequence. Now you can see in the output, this is going one by one on each of the element of this whole sequence, and then that is printing. So this print, every time Rajat calls S, it prints S, then Rajat goes on the next, so it keeps on moving. Now if I change this, let's say in this example, let me add a list, a Python list. Now how we pass a list? So list is used with this symbol. Okay, now 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Indentation. Now print value is, and then give a comma, and then Rajat. So now what will happen? I leave it up to you guys. I know you guys know the answer. Okay, this is very easy. So what it is doing, it is performing the operation on each of the element of the list. That's how the for loop basically functions. Now let's take third example. Let's copy this one. Let me give you one amazing example which will give much more value to you in terms of your interviews also. Okay, let's say if you want to use if or else in for loop, how you'll do that? So let's say this is my condition. What I'm saying here, that if, let me write it also, if we give a condition, if Rajat is greater than 25. Okay, so this is the value where I am giving the condition. Now I have to basically give a statement. Now I'll do some changes. So for this if, you have to make sure indentation is correct, so that's how you can see these spaces. So what I'm doing, if Rajat is greater than 25, in how many cases this is greater than 25? For these 3 cases. Okay, so value is, and then print those value. Now I'll write a else statement. For else, you need to align your else with if. Else, for else also indentation is important. Else print small values and then again Rajat. Now in this example, guys, what exactly we are doing, what I'm trying to achieve here, for loop on this variable in this whole sequence. So this will start executing. Now you all know, right, how this execute. So it will pick the first value and it will go to this condition. If 10 is greater than 25, which is a false condition, so it will execute the else statement. Again 20 will be picked and it will say this is a false condition because 20 is not greater than 25. So again this will execute else. For rest of the 3, this will be executed line number 11. Okay, so now let me run this to show you this, because this example is giving you the clarity of if condition, how you can use your if condition with the for loop. It's very important. Now in the output we can see the small values are printed. Where are the small value? In the else statement, because for the first 2 value, those are the small value. And if I make it, let's say 100, now only one value in the whole list which is less than 25, that is 20. So let's run this code again and we'll see the new output. Let me run this. Now you can see only the small value here is 20. And why it's coming in between? Because first it's checking 100, that is falling in this bracket, then it's checking 20, so that's why that is printing the small value, and then 30, 40 and 50 consequently. So I hope this value would have been clear to you that how this is being calculated. Okay, so on that note, guys, I am going to conclude this video. I hope you like the video, and if you find this video very helpful for you, please share it with your friends. Please do some comment whether it's like you like it or not. So I take all the feedback very constructively, and please subscribe to my channel if you're coming to my channel for the very first time. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video with solving while loop with some practical example. Thank you so much, guys.